this is interesting, this matchup, because originally Bruno, Marques and Conrad Hayes were scheduled to fight in the Bantamweight tournament, if I'm correct. Now, Bruno actually fights for our Shooter Box Children Free Fighters. Shooter Box produced guys like Vanderlei, Shogun, Ninja Hua, top guys in the UFC. Children Free Fighters, guys like, you know, Shea Mills, Ronnie Man formerly. And he's got a very, very typical shootbox style, very aggressive, comes forward, uses kicks, not seeing much of his groundwork. He's had a few fights, and I really reckon this is going to go be one of the fights of the night. Conrad Hayes fights out of Stoke Fight Factory. He's 20 years old, he's done MMA since he was like 15. Retired Chris Gary with a spinning back fist KO at the end of last year. So
Chris Gary's a very good fighter.
It's a very good fight, very underrated. I trained with Chris a tiny bit out in Thailand in 2008. It was, and him and Dave Hill came out to Thailand, and his ground games are phenomenal, really good. But you know, I'd like to see what happens in this fight. Hopefully they'll both stand and bang, because I know Conrad was very surprised that Chris Gary stayed standing with him. So I've got the feeling that Conrad's got a bit of a striking background, and the Bruno Marques is definitely going to bring this. Now if you look at his corner, he's got his cornermen are wearing Trojan Free Fighters hoodies, which is fair enough since he trains out there, and they've got a Checkmate alliance. Now Checkmate is a very good BJJ. A very good BJJ team in Brazil. And I also know that he does jiu-jitsu with Leo Vieira. Leo Vieira is what we like to call a jiu-jitsu bad man.
Is that a technical term?
Absolutely. If I'm not mistaken, a little bit like the comment I said earlier about people being from Burnley love to scrap, people who are from Stoke also love to have a fight.
That is a fact.
This Bantamweight tournament would have gone really well if we had a guy from Burnley, this guy here from Stoke, and James Doolan from the Dinky Ninja Fight team from Glasgow.
Yeah, that would have been a good little tournament.
And Bruno Marques from Shooterbox.
Because we don't need to say the people from Glasgow certainly like to scrap.
They love to scrap at Dinky Ninjas.
Ladies and gentlemen, your official introduction for the UCC Bantamweight Championship. There's the challenger to my left. He started at 29 years of age. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighing in at 61.2 kilograms. There's a record of 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 3 wins within the distance. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Bruno Marques. And across the cage in our right, this challenger is 20 years of age. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing at 60.8 kilograms. There's a record of 5 wins, 2 losses, no draws, all wins within the distance. Hailing from Stoke, Conrad.
There's definite size differences in the cage right now.
There is certainly, I mean, that looks like a big cut from Bruno. And I think, you know, looking at Conrad, I think he's a more of a natural bantamweight.
I think, I hope this fight is going to be fireworks, because I I've been expecting a lot of this fight. When I seen the matchup made, it definitely interested me, especially with Bruno's aggressive striking. Bruno in the red and white coral shorts and Conrad in the blue Hayabusa trunks, and off they are.
So let's see if we see some shootbox violence now. There we go, the jumping knee.
Bruno. Very fast start.
These little guys do start fast though, don't they?
Very quick off the mark, both of them. Nice leg kick there off Bruno. The thing that I've noticed watching a little bit of footage from Bruno is when he pops that jab out, he leans his head to the right. A little slip there. So maybe Conrad can capitalise on that, and when he leans...
Oh, he's got a thumb in the eye there.
When he leans to the right as he throws that jab, Conrad can throw that left high kick. Conrad with a slight poke in the eye, giving a little time to recover, he doesn't need it. Straight back to it. Not much snap behind these strikes from Conrad. I think he's just looking for his distance.
Yeah, but he's very tidy with the shots, but just don't look to be... he's not with a heavy shot. You know, when Bruno hits him with that leg kick, he just looks like he's chopping through him.
Very nice left hand there from Conrad.
Nice work
Backs him right up against the cage.
Now they look better. Beautiful shots there. I think he's found his distance a little bit better.
Conrad, nice head movement, moving his feet well. Bruno looks like more of a scrapper. Conrad looks quite tight in his boxing.
This is a stand-up fight you've been wanting all night.
He looked for that spinning back fist. That knocked Chris Gary out. Nice high kick there. Nice.
Beautiful boxing there from Conrad. Switching his levels from up to down.
Conrad's movement's looking very nice there. Pops that jab out. He's definitely not looking to trade kicks with Bruno here.
Now Bruno's got the pound of kicks, but the tidy, sharp work is coming from Conrad here.
Conrad's doing some very nice counter punching there. Took a shot there on his left arm and then popped a right straight back out. Little bit of a cut underneath. Is that a cut or just a slight swelling under the arm?
I think it's just a swelling.
That
look at those shots there.
Nice little chopping elbow there.
Yeah, chopped the elbow in from the inside. That was nice again.
I love how he keeps his right hand very tight against his body to protect against his left kicks. Pops that jab out again.
I mean, he's coming
beautiful.
You just think that maybe he's just not quite strong enough.
Conrad is not scared of the shooter box kind of pedigree of stand-up.
Oh, to me at the moment, he's looking the better of the two.
He is definitely winning in these exchanges. Right hand, overhand right. Nice little elbow. Bruno looks to be throwing these strikes, kind of more explosive strikes, kind of trying to knock him out with one shot. Conrad's...
Yeah, he's just got the weight behind him, but Conrad's definitely the sharper, more technical of the two.
Definitely so. Nice head movement. If you start to notice now, every time Bruno pops that jab out, his head leans to the right. Every time. I'd like to see Conor pick up on that, throw a left hook off that, or even a left high kick. Conrad looks for the shot, doesn't quite take it.
I don't want to see this fight go to the floor. This is great technical stand-up.
I like this stand-up. I love how Conrad's utilising his boxing straight shots as opposed to throwing hooks. He's backing straight up rather than circling out, which is a no-no.
It's just great work.
Conrad is not scared to show like he's in there. He's going to be in this fight all the way to the end. He's backing Bruno up. I would have actually thought this would have been the other way around. He's not scared of that shooter box pedigree. Bruno needs to do something here. He needs to stop backing up. Take the centre of the cage. Nice little left.
He takes very accurate shots to back up someone who's heavier than you coming forward with shots. You know, and it's the accuracy that's making Bruno have to go backwards.
Nice right hand there as Conrad backs him up. I'm very impressed with Conrad's boxing. Very impressed. See how tight he keeps that right hand up. He just ate a left high kick, but he took it all on the arms. Nice little knee there. Coming back up from switching over from body to head.
Oh, another spinning back fist.
Jab to the body.
And my fear watching him is, although it's great work from Conrad, is he just a bit too small? You know, is that size difference just too much?
I think it's more because Bruno's a big guy for the weight.
Oh, certainly, and Conrad's coming in. You know, is at the bottom end of the weight.
Conrad's got some swelling off those overhand lefts that Bruno's thrown out. There you go, some nice shots, straight shots. Look at that. A straight shot will always beat a hook. Straight lines will beat curved lines 100% of the time. He's throwing some very nice exchanges here.
He has walked onto a couple of stiff jabs. That's another stiff jab. Probably Bruno's best shot at the moment is that stiff jab as Conrad's coming in.
He throws it with so much weight behind it. He steps right into it, but Conrad's throwing that right hand quite heavy, that overhand right. He looks for the shot. Bruno reminding him that his MMA fighting takes him down to the ground. And let's see if this checkmate experience will come into play.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I'd like to see more of that on the feet. But
Conrad kicks him away.
Well, there we go. That was the end of a very, very good first round. Who would you score that to?
Conrad.
I think Conrad's definitely took that round, didn't he?
He controlled the centre of the centre of the cage, backed him up, threw the cleaner strikes, was more technical in the striking. Although if you look at damage, which is what a lot of unified rules look at, you know, Bruno's kind of damaged him a little bit more.
The unified rules actually don't score damage at all.
Ignore what I've just said in the last 10 seconds. I definitely would say Conrad won that.
Conrad's definitely got that round.
Yeah. He showed the more technical striking, and like I said, I love the way he keeps that right hand up flush. Very, very tight.
It's just very nice, tidy boxing. Very impressive.
If I was in Bruno's corner right now, I would be telling him to tighten up his boxing, use that because it looks like it's landing, and throw those leg kicks and stop the movement of Conrad.
Yeah, certainly.
If you was Conrad, would you up the pace right now?
No, I think he's fighting at a good pace. What he doesn't want to do is burn himself out against a bigger, heavier opponent.
Good point.
I think at that nice, consistent pace that he was going at there, just keeping him on the back foot, but not enough to blow himself out, I think is perfect strategy.
He's firing that jab out there, Conrad, quite nicely. Bruno there circling out, throws that heavy leg kick. Now Bruno's kind of circling off, still not taking control of the centre.
Well, I think Bruno is definitely surprised by what's come back from Conrad.
Definitely, he looked for that kind of switch kick where he lands the right and comes up with the left straight away, and he's landed a couple of times, but I think it's more for show than anything else, because it's not doing much damage. A nice leg kick, inside leg kick then off Conrad. Another one. Go up high now would be nice. No.
He's still tight, that he has that right hand so nice and tight.
Bruno's left hand when he comes and throws that is it must be really heavy because Conrad's eyes.
Yeah, but I think because Conrad's coming forward, he's walked onto that stiff jab a fair few times. I think that's what swilled the eye, to be honest.
Swinging a bit wildly there, just hits air. Nice popping that jab out. I'd like to see Bruno utilise those heavy leg kicks more. He seems a little bit more comfortable throwing kicks.
Yeah, he's sort of jumping in, bicycling in, but not making the most of it once he gets in there.
And now he's backing Conrad up now. This is what he needs to be doing. He needs to kind of be throwing those with a little bit more power behind it and make Conrad feel that size difference. And Conrad bumps.
Yeah, he's bullying him there once he gets in close. You see, he sort of just bullies Conrad down.
Now Bruno could do one of these two things apart from being taken down.
Conrad has lifted him up and slammed him down.
Nice takedown from body lock there, and he's got hold of Conrad's neck, but I think that's more to kind of try and keep position. Now we could use that to get up. We could actually just push the shoulder down, try and escape his legs and use the cage to walk up. I can see Conrad's got hold of his legs there, so he's not able to do much. And he's inside control.
Yeah, he's let go. Now Conrad would be better, I think, here, maybe just detaching, coming back off.
And throwing strikes from there.
They're working strikes, yeah, and that's what he's done.
Lets it straight back up. He scored the takedown there, nice takedown, controlled him on the ground and then slid it back up.
I think this is nice great work again from Conrad.
Inside leg kick. I'd like to see Conrad go up high every now and again after throwing a few leg kicks. Catch him by surprise and throw a right hand off that high left head kick. Beautiful. I think every time he throws at Bruno, Conrad is very aware that it is a hard shot. It's a very, very solid leg kick. This is living up to the fight that I wanted.
So this is a great matchup.
Both showing some very technical striking. Conrad a little bit more tidier on the feet than Bruno is.
I think Bruno needs to be a little bit more assertive if he's going to take this fight.
Definitely.
So I think he can't afford for Conrad to get another round under his belt.
Nice leaping left hook there. He's firing at a right hand. What he's doing now is
chopping in that right low kick as well.
Yeah, Bruno's starting to sit on his punches now. He's starting to, rather than kind of move away every time he throws, look at how he's planting that back foot and he's throwing heavy shots. Throws nice right hand, right uppercut as Conrad steps in and then finished with a left hook to the top. Now he's backing straight up again.
Great back and forwards combinations from both guys here.
Bruno looked like he was hurt there.
Well. Yeah, he did.
Not sure what it was, a little bit unclear for where was that. And he's chasing him back. Conrad could finish this. He throw a knee to the body. It definitely folded.
Look, this is a great little flurry from Conrad.
Nice left hand.
He's another beautiful two right hands. Two big right hands from Conrad there.
Now I think what is the reason why this is going off is because he's keeping that right hand flush against his cheek. So every time he throws that left hand, Bruno he's not landing. Bruno takes him down.
Yeah, he's not doing much of the takedown. I think Bruno's just trying to survive. Really, he took some solid shots.
It was more of a desperation shot. It was a smart move on Bruno's half. He's getting caught quite a lot there. So it depends what he wants to do with this now.
Yeah, he's not doing much with it at the moment. The referee will just stand them up.
Now Bruno, there's a lot of guys that are using that knee to the body while guys are up against the cage, like Anderson Silva. So he could have looked for that option, but instead Conrad uses the cage to stand back up. Throws a slight knee but doesn't quite come off, and
again we're back to the stand-up. Conrad coming forward straight away.
This is a beautiful fight. Nice knee.
He's walked onto the knee. That's a big knee from Bruno.
Now he needs to capitalise on that. He needs to come forward. Conrad's hurt there. He needs to come forward and throw straight shots.
But Bruno, this is again Bruno just backing off. You know, he lands a shot, then he just seems to admire his work. He's not making the most or capitalising. Conrad just does not let him off the hook.
Conrad just let out a scream as he come forward. He just didn't care. He's very, very impressive here, Conrad. And end of the second round. That was a beautiful fight.
Another close round, but I would give that round to Conrad again. I think Bruno is just, for me, he's not asserting himself enough. He's landing a decent shot, but he's not following it up with anything, and he's not putting enough good stuff together to counter what Conrad's coming with, which is a very assertive and energetic performance.
I completely agree with you in regards to the way that Bruno is hitting him, and then he's kind of like stepping back and admiring his work. Yeah. Like he landed a very good shot before, and he could have just come forward. He hurt Conrad with a knee, and he could have just come forward and put Conrad on back against the cage and finished him from there. But what he did was he hit him and then stepped back when he could have just gone forward. But if you was in Conrad's corner, what would you be saying to him?
I think I just have to do exactly what he's done for the last two rounds. I think he's working really well. He needs to just be assertive and keep coming forward. I think it's a great performance from Conrad, who, when I looked at the two of them together, I thought, you know, even with the skill that Conrad's got, I doubted him, you know. And I look at him now and I think, well, he's fought out of his skin and he deserves a title here.
It's definitely, when you first walked into the cage, the size difference, and when I've watched highlight reels of Bruno and he looks impressive and aggressive on his feet, but Conrad's nullifying all that by using technical striking. He's come out with a little bit more burst of energy there, knowing that he can shut this down.
Yeah, I'd love to see Conrad get a finish, you know, to cap it all off. Bruno looks switching up. He's thinking he needs a takedown. I think Bruno needs a stoppage. He's 2 rounds behind. He needs to either come for a sub, or he needs to knock Conrad out, and I can't see that happening. Conrad's got a great chin. He's looking for elbows. Now he needs to strip that arm off his leg and not allow Bruno to connect his hands up to finish the takedown, and there he is, he takes him down. But he's back still against the cage and he's using that to get up. They're very tough from this position because you're in a weird position where your back's against the cage, but your legs are out in front of you, so you can't use your legs to lever yourself up. You're getting your hips pulled out under you from a big guy at the weight as well. So the more still, this is Bruno. It does well to get the takedown, but he's just not doing anything with a good. He does something well, but just seems to back off a little bit, back off the pace.
If I was Bruno right now, I would create a tiny bit of space and drop an elbow in, and then go back to trying to bring his hips out.
Yeah, keep working, and make it look like you're being assertive. At the moment, he's not.
Because Andy Butlin right now, I think he's kind of looking. He's kind of, it's a bit of a stalemate. Bruno's not doing much except holding top. It's not really quite in mount. If he pulls Conrad's hips away from the cage and lands a flush elbow with his left, and then kind of carries on trying to pull his weight, pull his hips out, then that'd work well for him. But he's just kind of hanging on and stalling it out. And Conrad's the only one that's working at the moment, even though he's in the less dominant position. Conrad using the cage to get up, and that crossface. Yeah. The crossface is very underutilised, I think, in this sort of national level competition of MMA in UK. So he's using that crossface.
you know, to say he doesn't look the strongest, he's showing some great technique.
Very good technique. See, Bruno can bring his hips in and look for that high crotch there, but instead he's reaching for that far knee, and he could take potentially even kind of break away and land a flush shot.
Yes, at the moment, here we go. Just maybe sort of both nullifying each other against the cage. I still think I need to see a bit more desperation from Bruno, because I think he's 2 rounds down.
Bruno definitely needs a stoppage here. Conrad's wrapping the head up, but I think that's more to remind him that the choke's there more than anything else, because finishing, as you know, finishing the guillotine against the cage is difficult.
Especially against the level of opponent there he's got, of course.
But if some foot stomps there.
I think the referee might be looking to split these two up now. You know, they're both nullifying each other a little bit.
In my opinion, Bruno's winning this round, but more kind of stalling. He's got a high crotch there on a single leg. He could sweep it out and trapdoor him, but he's decided not to. He's just got hold of the leg, and that's more tiring than anything, because you're holding onto a dead weight. Nice breakaway there.
This is Conrad where I want to see Conrad coming forwards.
Nice straight shots there. Again, throwing that overhand right, uppercut. And Bruno's desperately trying to get this to the floor. I think he may feel he's got an advantage on the floor, but Conrad seems to be getting to his feet quite well.
Yeah, he does. He's very hard to take down.
He's got a tie clinch there. Nice little knee. Not much done with it. I think he knows he's losing this fight. He's trying to stall this out.
He's coming forward there, firing shots, Conrad.
Bruno's
still looking neat and tidy. Very, very organised boxing. And now he's going for the takedown.
Conrad could finish this fight easily. If he breaks away and lands some very clean shots, he could finish this if he puts Bruno right up against the cage, because Bruno looks tired.
There can't be long left in this fight, and Conrad's still firing shots like he was in the first round.
Marques going for another for a takedown. He's not got much power from there. He's just kind of holding on to his legs. He's pushing up against the cage. Bruno's winning this round, but purely more out of backing up against the cage. And
yeah, but it's still been those, you know, the bursts of attack and the effective striking have come from Conrad still in this round.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Bruno could finish his takedown if he had the energy to. I would ignore that grabbing that far ankle, and I would just scoot his hips out from under him as opposed
to try to pull him out.
Yeah.
But I think that cardio is a problem for Bruno. Definitely. I think that's what's been maybe the biggest issue.
Completes the takedown, but I think Conrad's got hold of an arm there. I can't see the referees in the way. No, he's using the head, and what he's doing is he's using that front headlock, and he's using that guillotine position to get him up, get himself up, and what he wants to do is he needs to put a bit more pressure onto his shoulder. That's not happened, and he gets his hips scooped up from under him. And
that's 3 rounds.
That's 3 rounds down, and I think this is the end of the fight.
I think that's a round. I think that's a win for Conrad, and it's one of the best performances I've seen for a very long time in a UK cage. I really, really enjoyed that. I thought it was very, very good against a very high-level opponent.
That was backwards and forwards, and I'd be very surprised if Conrad didn't walk away with the decision win.
Let's hand it over to the judges for our official decision.
Wait,